How's it going, YouTube? Small Engine Kid here. Today we have a little bit different video. This is my mini bike that I built from the ground up. It has a few problems that I fixed the chain. I made my own custom chain tensioner, spring loaded. So now the chain isn't flopping around and falling off. But now it runs really good, it drives really good, but the handles are so shaky. When you're riding, your hands start to hurt after like 15-20 minutes of riding because of the vibration of the engine. Now, what I tried to do is try to find some mounts on Amazon like that one does, but it's too much work to do with this frame and this engine style. So what I did is I went to Princess Auto and got some rubber grommets or rubber washers here. And I got these really thick ones as well, like these little maybe 1/4 inch thick washers. So I'm gonna put one on the top of the bolt here, put one on the top, and then put one on the bottom so that we're sandwiching two rubber washers together on each of the 4 corners and then test it out that way. So I took this bolt off, I took that bolt off, and I loosened one of the back bolts because I don't want to completely take off the engine in case something shifts over, because the chain is perfectly lined up with both sprockets and you don't want to mess that up. So when you're doing it, just be very careful. So what I'm going to do is put one of the washers on the bolt here. So I'm going to feed that through. But also, to get it underneath the block here, I'm going to lift it up with a screwdriver and kind of pry it there and keep it open so that I could slide the other washer underneath. And then I'm gonna, on the bottom, when the bolt's through, so once the bolt is through, I'm gonna put another washer on the bottom of the bolt with a lock nut on the bottom so that I'm gonna see if I can get as much dampening as much as possible. So let me just get to that and then I'll show you guys in the next clip what it looks like. So I lifted the engine and put a flathead screwdriver underneath so that I could fit maybe I would want to fit this 1/4 inch, but I'm probably just going to put the 1/8 washer in there. I'll try and push it in, but I don't think I'll be able to get it fully under. So I'll show you guys what I end up doing. All right, so what I ended up doing is I put 2 of those 1/4 inch washers there. I put 1/8 washer between the block and the mounting surface. And then underneath, I don't have very many threads available, but I'm going to see if I can put a lock nut and just torque it down. So I'll see what that looks like, because if I hold this bolt at the top, I might have enough threads to tighten down with a lock nut, if it'll focus. Right there. So let's see if I have a lock nut. If not, I'll have to go back to the hardware store and figure something out. All right, so I put the lock nut with another washer underneath. Now I just did it hand tight because I'm gonna do all of them around all 4 corners. So I think it'll hold up better. Before it was just solid mounts, which was crazy. Now, that's going to absorb a lot of horsepower when you're riding, but your hands won't hurt after 15 minutes of riding. So I'm going to do all 4 corners now, tighten them down, and then make sure that my motor is still lined up with both my sprockets, which I don't think it moved. It's still at a good tension, but if you guys are wondering what this is, I'll do a brief video on it in the next video and show you how I did it. All right, so that's what it looks like. Let me just zoom in here. So I put a washer on the top of the bolt and then 2 of those thicker washers, like the 1/4 inch ones like these, and then one on the bottom. And then I sandwiched it in between here. I know it's kind of broken, but this is the old one that was there. These are the old ones, the big fat ones. Those are the old ones, but what I had to do was I had to put a washer on the top where the bolt was, because the bolt would just squish and go right through the washer. So I did that, put a lock washer on the bottom, like this, like that, and like that. And I tightened it down so that one's done, but that would be the final look to it. Now I'm gonna tighten all 4 of them and then start it and see how much it shakes. I might even put some washers on the steering knuckle here, put one on the top of there, on the see these ones have it right there, so those are okay. Those have it there, but I might put one on the bottom of this just to stop it from rattling so much. I'm gonna see where I can put a washer. Anywhere that has metal to metal contact, just take it out, put a washer in between, just to make it less rattly when you're riding, because it really hurts your hands when you're just sitting there idling and just shaking like crazy. But yeah, that's the final product. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll give you guys a review in a few months. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video.